Hey love, so today we're going to create this peach themed look. It is super warm and obviously peachy with glowy skin. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, you're in the right place, just keep watching. Hey love, so we're going to begin. I already have my foundation on, which I use the Born This Way foundation mixed with Hangover RX, and then my brows are the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe. We're using the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced today, and I initially went in with Peaches and Cream to set my concealer that was on my lids, and it was a little darker than I expected because I am so pale, per usual. So I went over it with White Peach and just applied that from my brow bone to my lash line. Now we're going to go in with Candied Peach, and I'm using the Sigma E40 and just buffing it on. I start with a little bit and then layer it up. I didn't want it to be too intense, but I did want it to be very noticeable. So this is kind of acting as our transition shade, but I also want it to be kind of the star of the show, if that makes sense. I'm going to take that on my lower lash line as well. This is just a large shadow brush from Coastal Scents. Alright, now I'm going to mix Summer Yum and Candied Peach together and apply that directly into the crease, not as high as I took Candied Peach alone. And per usual, I'm focusing it mostly on the outer corner and then blending inward. I just like a little more depth in that outer V. I just like the way it shapes my eyes, so that's why I do that pretty much nearly all the time, almost every time. So yeah, I'm just adding that and I'm blending out the edges with no additional product, back with that Sigma E40. And applying that mixture of those two shades to the bottom lash line as well. Now I'm going to take Bellini and I'm applying it with my fingertip. I nearly always apply my lid shade with my fingertip to begin with because it just gives so much more pigment. And I always like a bright lid. That's me. I wanted it a little more metallic, so I used the Pro Prime Aqua Priming Base from Makeup Revolution. So I just spritzed it on a brush and then tapped it on, and then I decided to go over it with Luscious because I wanted it, of course, a little more bright. And I focused this mostly on the inner corner, but then blended out, pretty much covering all of Bellini, but still leaving more peachiness in the center of the lid. Now we're going back with just that Summer Yum shade and applying it directly to the lower lash line. Alright, now we're going to go into Charmed, I'm Sure, and apply that directly on top as well. Just kind of layering that up so it's a little bit smoky, but not too intense. And then I decided to deepen the outer V, and I'm just using, it's a little brush from a Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm just blending that outer corner. You can see what I'm doing, but I'm just deepening that using a little bit at a time, and just blending it all together. And now we're going to take Nectar, and I'm going to apply that to my inner corners. And of course it was a little deeper than I wanted. I always like a really bright inner corner, so I went to the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Kit. Per usual, I'm obsessed, you know this. And just use that white highlight shade on the inner corner as well. I'm going to create a winged liner. I went in first with the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Pen in Ultra Black. I like to go in with this one first because it's easier to shape the wing. And then I go over it with the NYX Matte Liquid Liner because I like the way that looks. It's just more crisp and more prominent. I don't know, your wing stands out more and it covers up the shadow better. I just like the way it looks more. Now I'm just applying some mascara. This is just the MAC Giga Black Lash. And yeah, just applying it to my upper and lower lashes. If you guys have a favorite mascara that never smudges on your lower lashes, will you leave it down below because I do want to try something new. Now we're going to go in with Socialized lashes, and these are the Vamp lashes. These are so pretty. I wasn't sure how I felt about them at first because I do like lashes that are longer on the inner corner because of my mostly hooded lids. I like the way it opens up my eyes, but these were still really pretty. I did curl them with a lash curler before I put them on just to give them a little more lift, and they're gorgeous. I actually really like them, and they're different. They look different when they're on, which means they're different. So we're going to use the Cocoa Contour Kit from Too Faced, and we're going to use Medium Cocoa. And this brush is just a blush brush from a set I got on eBay forever ago. Just search pink brushes. And yeah, it's kind of a Too Faced day. I decided to go with it. So I'm just applying that kind of as blush and bronzer and contour all in one. Now I'm going to go into the Golden Sugar 2 palette and use this peachy shade. This is from Makeup Revolution, and just kind of apply that on top. Not a lot, just a little bit to give it kind of more of a peachy glow on the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going to highlight with this kind of champagne-y shade in that palette, which is gorgeous. I love this shade. It's just a little bit too deep for my skin tone, so I do put the white highlight from the Ultra Contour Kit on top of it because I like a brighter highlight, of course. But if you wanted kind of a bronzy glow look and you are as fair as I am, it would totally work. Because it's not too bronzy, but it's a little darker than the average highlight that I prefer to wear on a regular basis. So now we're on to lips. I'm going to use the Chi lip liner from Colourpop. And then we're using Chauffeur from Makeup Revolution. It's one of their new rose gold lipsticks. Alright loves, that is the completed look. I hope you guys like it. If you ever create any of my looks, please tag me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or send me a snap. All of those are listed down below and somewhere in this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And also let me know if you want to see a review on this palette. I know there are a lot out there, but yeah, let me know what you want to see. And I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!